now Western. Revolver.
You should not exist as a human being who's like, yeah, dude, I put the flux capacitor back in my car and with mechanics, all the shit I learned, and then I combined it with physics and a multimeter. And then you're like, who is Clint Eastwood?
Hello?
Hey, you're on the podcast. Can you read me your lines?
My lines?
Yeah.
Hold on.
You had them memorized, right? They're in your Discord, remember?
Can I call you back in 10 minutes and do that?
Yes.
Hello?
Hey, you're on the podcast. You ready to read your lines?
Hold on 1 second. Let me close the door. Hey everyone, it's been just over 1 full year of Not Your Average Losers. Ain't that something? As such, we want to celebrate with our first full year with the Best of 2024 compilation.
And 2023.
Yes, and that too. Really just anything from the previous episodes that we've released. Do you have any clips or moments that you want included in the Best of compilation? Leave them in the comments below.
It'd certainly make editing easier for me.
Yeah, I mean, really.
Hey, that's on the fucking script.
So...
That's on the script.
Oh.
Stick to the script.
Okay. Just say any bits you want. And they'll Oh, sorry. I thought you were telling me to say just say any bits you want.
No.
Just say any bits you want, and they'll probably go in. XD nuzzles you. Okay. Thank you so much, and see you fellas later. Toodles.
You press record on your one too?
Yes.
Ready? 3, 2. Oh.
You don't need to sync them. You only need to sync them for the Discord calls.
Is OJ good at murder? Or is OJ bad at murder?
OJ...
Is he bad at murder because everybody knows he did it? Or is he good at murder because he got away with it?
That's an interesting question.
Right?
But the whole thing is he shouldn't have gotten away with it.
Right.
So I feel like for that argument, that doesn't work.
But he did. So is he good?
No. I think arguably he's bad because everyone knew. But at the same time, it makes him
really good because everybody knew it and he still got away with it.
Well, I don't know about that. Why don't you put your fucking block game away and lock in because we're recording?
I'm unbelievably locked in right now.
I'm not continuing this until you finish it.
My stream of consciousness right now is so unbelievable. I'm like the Muad'Dib. Do you know who the Muad'Dib is?
Are you done with your game?
Do you know who the Muad'Dib is?
I know.
Wait, didn't you see Dune with me?
Yes, I did. We saw it in an early showing, and then we came and recorded an episode about it.
So lit.
And it was arguably one of our best episodes, in my opinion.
That was a good episode.
Are you done with
That was
your
just
game?
a good day.
You change history all the time.
What do you mean?
I said that to you then, and you're like, yeah, good episode. And then I bring it up to you like 6 months later, and you're like, dude, I was like so tired.
I was
like,
really tired, but that was a good
I don't
day.
even remember it at all. Like, what do we even talk about? Like, you know, are you still playing your fucking block game?
My mom texted me. I'm telling her where I am.
Bitch.
Hey.
Fucker.
And
I barely know her.
No, I'm saying that day was good. That was a sick birthday present by the boy.
True. Yeah, we went and we had a birthday dinner with someone that I no longer talk to. And then, you know, fun times.
Anyways, so my truck is old, very old.
Uh-huh.
My truck has nearly 300,000 miles on it, and I bought it when it had 120.
Yeah. What's your point?
And while we were driving to Ocala like 2 days ago, the air conditioning just stopped working. It's like, But it wasn't, so I've had the air conditioning stop working before, and I knew it was the compressor because the fans were still working. Like you could turn on the fans, but it was just blowing hot air.
Yeah, no, totally.
Right? But this time, the fans just weren't turning on.
Oh.
And so usually that's like, blower motor. Totally going to be the blower motor. So I check all the fuses to make sure it's not any of the fuses, because that can be a common thing. And then I ordered a new blower motor on Amazon. Usually it's like an $800 job at the dealer, but I bought a blower motor for $60 on Amazon. Today.
Did you have to plug it into the flex carbonator?
No, but
what about
today,
the quantum overdrive?
While I was here.
What?
Should I tell them? Recorded twice.
Who gives a shit?
While I was here this morning,
yes,
it started raining really hard.
Right, we talked about it.
There's a huge humidity difference between the inside of the car and the outside of the car. So it started fogging like crazy.
Oh, I thought you were going to say there's a tornado in your car.
No. It started fogging like crazy.
There was a whole tornado in my car. It was sounding like a train engine.
I couldn't drive the car more than to Maddie's house. I was supposed to go to Ocala.
Huh.
But I couldn't. I just took it to Maddie's house. I was like, we have to go to Ocala, but my car, not only do I not have air conditioning, which is usually fine because I can just roll down the window. Yeah. It's raining and it's so humid inside that I can't see out.
Why didn't you crack a win? That's short for window. Yeah, but just a crack.
Because I drove there with the window open and it still wasn't fast enough.
Oh.
And so we drive to Ocala. First, we get everything we need to go. And then the blower motor arrived today, even though I ordered it on Friday, which is good. That's a good turnaround. I put it in, still not working. And then I actually used a skill I learned in physics.
What are these words?
What?
Physics.
Oh.
No, I mean blower motor.
Blower motor is what makes it's the actual fan that pushes the air through your car.
Ah.
So like when I was pressing the fan button, it just ain't shit happen. But I knew it was getting cold because I could feel it on the cold pump. Where the blower motor was cold, but the air was just sitting down there.
Why is the cold got to have a pump? Why don't we just make like cold emitters, like how we just have like heaters? Or are those fans? No, those are AC units. Anyway, so it didn't work.
That was it
didn't work. So then what?
And then I used like an actual skill that I learned in physics.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, because at this point, the videos were no help. So fuck the videos. And so I pull out my multimeter.
The multimeter, the thing I know how to use better than you.
No, I got it. I'm good at multimeters. And I get it, and I'm getting only 4 volts to the fan. And the fan needs at least 6 to start on low power.
Do you think people watching understand this?
And then I follow the pigtail, and I'm like, oh, wait. Look at this. This is the resistor and the controller. And then it looks like this. Send it to you. And I felt really smart.
Why are you sending it to me?
Because
I'm going to look at it and say, wow, that's crazy.
Look, it had exploded inside and melted.
I don't have a basis for what it's supposed to look like.
It's supposed to not have the brown. It's supposed to all be white. And there's supposed to be a third. Well, see how there's teeth there?
Look, me personally, I don't see a lot of issues with brown things in white places.
My God.
I'm sorry, you fucking started talking about your car and the engine and the AC, and you expect me, of all people, to be like, yes, dude.
But and then I went to...
This guy's air conditioning doesn't work. Let's go.
But I fixed it without even using...
Did you?
Yeah.
I thought your intro to this was that your car was old, so you would need to throw it out. Because aren't you going to sell it?
No, I'm not. No, I'm saying it's old, and so it sometimes has problem, and I'm being...
But weren't you going to sell it? A separate point. Weren't you going to sell it?
I will sell it at some point. But I fixed it for really cheap.
Just a game of cat and mouse, you know.
I fixed it for like $50.
Cool, man.
And I didn't even use a video. I felt very smart.
Great. Good for you. You know what I did today?
What'd you do?
I sat in front of my computer. My Wi-Fi cut out once every hour. And then I played Helldivers all day.
How did you do that?
And then also my
Wi-Fi?
computer shut down 3 times or 4 times throughout the day.
Have you measured your power draw that you're using?
I used a multimeter.
That's not what a multimeter does. Like,
no.
Maybe it might be in either GeForce or AMD's software will tell you how much total power.
I think I did look then. And it wasn't.
And it wasn't the power supply?
I don't know. I don't remember what it said.
I don't know why it's doing that either. Have you looked it up on Reddit?
I've looked up the Linus video, and Linus said to get a multimeter. And so I did.
No, here, I think you should do is you should post your thing on the PC tech support.
I don't got the time to write it all
You have
up.
quite literally all the time in the world.
No, I'd rather just bring in a Best Buy and say, hey, fix this.
No, but that's oh, God.
What?
One is free and one takes
I have a Best Buy membership. They do that geek
so much
shit for free.
time to put all of that.
But I don't know what I'm doing with a computer, Bobby
Just
Air.
list the specs and go, hey, this is happening. Post it on there.
Yeah,
and then see what you get.
They'll probably be like, oh, this was installed improperly. And you'll be like, no.
Okay, well then if it was, tell me that. And then I'll say, no, and then I'll just check it.
No. Whatever. I'll do. How do I check the wattage? What do I do?
I told you.
You
It's
said AMD.
it's either in the AMD software or the NVIDIA software.
Yeah. I think I checked. I think it wasn't a big deal.
Okay.
But why would it just now be an issue? It was good for like months, and then now it's not.
That makes me think it's a software thing. You know what I mean?
I've gone through and I checked for updates for everything and updated them, and
But
then in
I
the
don't
middle
think
of them updating, the computer crashed. Yes.
But maybe something you've downloaded is causing it to do that.
But what I downloaded?
Well, something in the last few months.
There's no like good sync.
Well,
Maybe like when I got Warhammer
maybe
and
something like that.
Helldivers.
Yeah. Maybe just do a fresh reinstall.
But like I wouldn't know for sure. Also, let me just uninstall Warhammer. Every like
I would play Warhammer with you.
8 months, you fuckers in the Dougie Gang group will be like, dude, there's this new game. You gotta get it. You gotta get it. You gotta get it. And it's not like when I do that for you guys, it's at least like a $10 game, you know? And then you'll be annoyed and you'll be like, ugh, let me refund this, whatever. But Warhammer, that was like 60. And you guys did it. And I don't think I think I played it for a total of 3 minutes. Because I was like, there's a giant tutorial that's 40 minutes. I don't feel like doing that.
Then refund it.
I probably will. I forgot that I could do that until I was going on that diatribe just now.
The game that I was thinking of was called
Is this what?
Still Wakes the Deep.
What is that?
Have you heard of that?
Nope.
I don't know. It was some like 3-hour or 4-hour game that Jacksepticeye played. And he got like 12 million views on it.
Mm.
And it was really good. It was 4 hours. But the reason I bring up that I watched, this is the first Let's Play I watched in like 4 years.
Yes.
Is because, do you know how good it feels to know you have something to do and then just turn on a movie?
No.
You know what I'm talking about?
Not
When
at all.
you know you've got an assignment due at midnight,
Not at all.
but you're like, it's 8 p.m. Let me throw on a movie.
No.
Oh. The pure genius that flows through my head in those next 2 hours after I watch that movie is unbelievable.
No, it's not. I can't do that. What I might turn it on if I'm like, I don't have the willpower to think about this right now. Let me like recharge. But then on the phone, me with the phone. What you doing, huh? Texting the wife. That's short for mother. No, I'd only do that if I'm like, I'm too tired. I need like a recharge time. But I'm never just like, ugh, movie time.
That was me with every single one of the Venom movies that I watched. And with that Let's Play. And with any movie that most of the time when I'm like, oh, I can't wait to watch a movie, it's because I'm like, fuck, I gotta do that until.
Have you watched Mouthwashing?
No, what is that?
It's a game that came out. Just watch some Let's Player play it rather than buying it for yourself.
Okay.
But
that's what I do with all the video games that are 6 hours.
Yeah, it's like 2 or 3 hours, I think. And it's just it's horror, but it's not horror. It's like psych horror.
It looks low poly.
Yeah, that's part of the art style appeal. It's new. It came out this year. Came out like a few months ago.
But that type of Jacksepticeye watch
Watch play.
watch along,
Let's play.
let's play. Sorry,
Like, what are we doing here?
Edith Finch. Jacksepticeye. Like, what remains of Edith Finch?
I don't know.
You don't remember those?
I didn't watch that.
I really liked What Remains of Edith Finch.
I couldn't tell you anything about that game. Is that the game with the white squangly looking motherfucker and the bobby hat?
I have no idea, but I
don't
remember
know.
liking the videos.
Okay,
I
cool.
don't remember what the game was about,
Great.
but I like those like Let's Plays where the game is like 6 hours long and that's it,
Yeah.
or 4 hours, 4 hour game.
Yeah, I mean, that's why mouthwashing is good. It was a good game like that.
Did you play it or did you
No,
watch
I
it?
watched someone. I kind of wish I did play it, though. Because I think I would have enjoyed going through the psych horror experience, especially if in like a live stream or something.
Do you feel like cooler now that your hair is gone? Like, not as in like cool. I mean, like, as in, are you less
Physically-
hot?
Yes. Yes.
Does it feel lighter? Do you like have less resistance moving through the air?
There was a moment early on where I moved my neck, but I put too much energy into it because I was still assuming that I had the weight of the hair that I was needing to move. And
you
so, yeah, like I just moved a little too strong and I hurt my neck like a tiniest bit. And I was like, oh, no, yeah, it is physically cooler. It is. I think the main difference is
You have
that,
to use way less shampoo now, right?
yeah, there was
And
like
there's less hair fucking everywhere.
yesterday. That's true. There's still a bunch of hairballs on the ground because I need to clean up before the Cox person comes tomorrow. But there was. Is my mic good? It looks so short. You see that? Probably I've just been not talkative because I've been a little sleepy bears.
Yeah.
But me when I'm a butt. Hey yo. No, yeah, it's definitely there was what I was trying to say is I think yesterday I was taking a shower and I I still want to put some shampoo in my hair just because there is still like a tiny bit of hair there and it's growing and whatever. And so I went to put shampoo in my hand and I just like autopilot put like as much as I would have.
Yeah.
And so it's just a whole hand of shampoo.
And you're like, fuck.
And I was like, what do I do with this? So I like scooped half, put the half on my head, and I was like, what the fuck do I do with the rest of this? And so I put it like on chest hair and in the nethers. And I was like, there's hair on in those places. They could use it, I guess. Because it felt like too much of a waste to just be like, take a shower. No, but yeah, it's definitely cooler. I think the one thing is that there's something odd about having long hair and when it gets wet, because for like a while, like if you're in cold,
Mm-hmm.
it'll be cold, obviously, because it's wet hair. But if you're like in hot or in like room temp, then after a bit, your hair is just like, I'm gonna make you feel hot. I'm gonna make you feel like you got to fucking sweat. I'm gonna make you a little sweaty boy. And so it's just like, that sucks, full stop.
Yeah.
Because you can only do so much rubbing in the shit. Whereas this is just like, done. And that's probably unnecessary.
Yeah.
Nah, but I'm a nubile little boy. I think I need the beard to get a bit longer, but
You can get a sick fade, a low taper fade.
What is that?
Can you please, when you get a little bit longer hair, I want you to go to a barber and I want you to say, can I get a ninja low taper fade?
I've heard his name being associated with the low taper fade, which has confused me as of recently because I knew of that hairstyle separately. I knew of both things separately for many a year, but now they're enshrined together as if two pieces
Have
of
you not seen the
twine.
video?
No.
Oh, brother.
What do you mean the video? It's just like, whatever. Ninja's doing his own thing. Ninja actually is just doing his own thing.
Ninja's what?
Doing his own thing.
What is he doing now?
His own thing. Like, think about it. He's just like being a weird guy.
Imagine if Ninja got a low table fame. Imagine if Ninja got a low table fame.
Dude, that's sick. I feel like I need to look up what a low taper fade. A low taper fade is. Low taper fade. Oh. You know what? I think when I go back into white boy hair era, I could possibly see myself getting that. I don't know if it would look good, but I could see myself getting it just for the fuck of it. But nah, I'm in my Heisenberg shit for a while.
But I just like that video.
What if Ninja got a low taper fade? That is good.
I'm surprised you didn't know that.
I heard about it, but
Yeah,
I didn't have the
yeah.
energy.
Yeah.
I don't go on short form content stuff that much. Like once a day, I'll swipe YouTube shorts for like 3 minutes.
I'm really on the both end of the spectrum. The video either has to be 45 minutes or 1 minute.
Yeah.
And it really cannot be.
That is something very interesting as of recent, is that I think the algorithms are leaning into that. They're saying like either this shortest, tiniest fucking thing ever that you just watch and burn through and swipe away,
or something that you get really heavily invested in.
Yeah, or if you're able to properly hook them so that they stay like second monitor content.
Yeah. Do you know who Josh Johnson is?
Wasn't he the guy that like abused his girlfriend?
No. He's like this black comedian.
I don't recognize him.
But he basically just tells stories on the news. Just funny
What do
as
you
shit.
mean he just tells
he's
stories?
Like he goes to stand-up comedy clubs and he like does like storytelling of shit. Like most of the stuff is either stuff that happened to him or stuff he saw on the news, and he just tells the story, but he tells it really funny. And so I just listen. So there's this one thing that I think you should watch.
Isn't that just like all of comedians?
It's called Diddy's Collapse, Untouchable to Indicted. And it's like an hour-long special.
Okay.
And it's like the same Diddy story you've always heard, but he's just fucking funny about it.
Can I say?
Yeah.
I predicted Diddy. Not hard predicted.
I feel like everybody predicted Diddy, though.
Yeah, it was just like, that name's a little weird.
Yeah.
What do you mean you Diddy?
Yeah, that's weird.
Like Diddy, that's only used for kids. Even back in the day. What would you say you would Diddy? No, I'm thinking of diddle.
Yeah.
But that's too close.
Do you know
Osama bin Laden? No, he died.
Do you know who Ali Siddiq is?
I'm not answering. I reject the premise.
Why?
Why?
Did we go see Ali Siddiq together?
No. But like a year ago, over the course of like 5 podcast episodes, you were like, do you know who Ali Siddiq is? I'm going to see him. Do you want to come see him? I'm like, not really. And then you would do that again and again. Also on Discord calls over and over again. And you come to me right now and you say, do you know who Ali Siddiq is? I only know of him from you. I haven't seen him in anything. You've sent him things of him to me. And it's just like gone right over my head.
Fair enough.
But you've done it like multiple times. So for all I know, he's a figment of your imagination.
No,
that there's just a man named Ali Siddiq.
But when do you leave the 8th? Never mind.
I leave the 8th.
It's coming to Gainesville on the 11th. I bought front row tickets.
That's crazy. But still, I wouldn't go because I don't care. I don't care about rando comedian.
He's not a rando.
I haven't seen him, Brother Bear.
Because you're not.
The only reason I went to Mateo Lane is because I had seen some clips of him that I thought were funny.
He was okay. He was okay. He was good.
We should start talking about the opener again, like we did in this same exact spot 3 weeks ago.
No.
Yes, we did. Yes, we
Really?
did. Yes, we did.
That's pretty
The
funny.
one right after Thanksgiving. We sat here and you were like, I don't know if I didn't like the opener. And I was like, I don't remember them being bad. And you're like, I do remember them being bad. And then if you're a comedian, would you rather have a good opener or a bad opener?
I remember that now. So much has happened in the last 4 weeks, man.
Yeah, dude, I might have to start living with my roommate again. Fuck.
That is bad. That's like bad. I don't
What do
wanna
you mean
that.
it's bad? You should have been prepared for this.
But she was like so good for him that I was like, he's not going to fumble that, will he?
Yeah, well, wouldn't you have expected the possibility of her breaking up with him?
That was more likely, but I didn't think so.
So yes, you're going to have a roommate now. That's what you sign up for when you get a double room. Yeah. Now you can understand why I wanted a single.
But no, I'm like chill with it. I just am like, if he had been doing it the whole year, I would have been more fine with it. But
why now?
yeah, I'm like, motherfucker, you couldn't wait 4 months.
Yeah, but then what would you have done for the next year? Would you have been like, you know what?
We get a huge suite next year.
Oh,
Yeah. We get like an 8-man suite.
so that you guys can have all your sick fucking orgies together. Who's if you in the human centipede? What's the order? I only care about the you 4 fucks. I don't know about any of the other ones except for what was his face? There's
Luke?
one guy. No, I guess 5 counting him because I only met him like twice. But there was one guy who the whole weekend you guys were like, we don't fuck with this guy. We don't fuck with this guy. And we kind of fuck with him. But we don't fuck with him. What was his name?
We
Nick?
love Nicholas.
Nicholas?
We love Nicholas.
It was the whole time.
Just Nicholas is turning into an ass.
Yes, this is what you were saying the whole time. You're like, dude, Nicholas, he's been such a fucking ass recently. Like, I don't vibe with it. You know, it was all of you the whole weekend. And then I was like, then once we get to like some random lunch that he's at, and I'm like, is that the Nicholas, like the rumored man you've been talking about for the past few days? And you're like, yeah. And I'm like, well, what's like, didn't you like not really fuck with him? And he's like, nah, he's chill. He's just turning into an ass.
Right.
So like what? You can't, oh God, you always fiddle with something. It's truly baffling. I am the one with diagnosed ADHD. And do you see me fiddling with anything other than like my feet and toes and knees?
What was that?
There's a little spittle on my lip. I
okay.
need to suck it back up.
That was an odd way to do that.
What, to put extra emphasis on
Yeah,
it? But do you see me fucking fiddling with shit?
No.
Yeah. That's what I thought, bestie.
No, Nicholas is chill. He's just like a little bit of an ass.
No,
But he's
I don't
already a
fuck with
friend,
that.
so it's like, yeah.
I don't fuck with that. I don't fuck with that.
I do. He's fun.
Is he more of an ass to y'all than you are to me?
I'm never an ass to you. Literally, when am I an ass to you? I'm not once have I been an ass to you.
You speaking serious right now?
Never.
I'm not going to go into this on a recording.
Not in the last 3 days.
Arguably you being a fucking idiot about scheduling is being an ass.
What am I an idiot about?
You're like, I don't know. We could do it like maybe tonight, but like, and then I text you like 4 hours later being like, what time? And you're like, and you stay silent. And so I'm like, well, fuck him. I'm going to watch a movie then. I'm going to watch a Clint Eastwood movie. A
Who's
director
that?
who you don't know, which
Who's
is so
Clint
crazy,
Eastwood?
but I refuse to even acknowledge the fact that you don't know it.
Who's Clint Eastwood?
Anyway, that's arguably you being an ass.
Former mayor of Carmel City. Who's Carmel City?
Yes, he was the mayor of Carmel City.
What is Carmel City?
It's this town that was named after Guy Fieri. Like, Guy Fieri was there, and he was like, yo, what if we made this shit caramel?
This guy likes
Don't be
This guy likes.
going Clint Eastwood. Why are you?
This guy likes a lot of like cowboys.
Yes.
Like almost every single thing has a Glock or a Magnum or a revolver. Look at this. Look at this. Look at how many of these. Okay. When you're starting off bad.
Javi's just scrolling
Glock,
the
flags
Google
of our fathers.
filmography of Clint Eastwood right now.
Revolver. Lots of big guns. Revolver. So he did Sully. I like that movie. Now Western. Revolver.
You should not exist as a human being who's like, yeah, dude, I put the fucking flux capacitor back in my car and with mechanics shit, all the shit I learned, and then I combined it with physics and a multimeter. And then you're like, who is Clint Eastwood? Like, you are a new guy who just dropped.
What do you mean?
I don't want to even explain it to you.
What is
how
new
it's
guy?
baffling that you don't know who Clint Eastwood is.
I like some of his movies.
Which you have just now learned upon scrolling his filmography.
Yes.
You literally are the new guy who just dropped.
I don't know what that means, but okay.
What do you mean you don't?
New guy who just dropped?
Do you like have like a 2-week expiration date on your memory? Because I feel like we talk about shit on here and then you don't remember it.
What is new guy who just dropped?
I was saying how like it would be fun to just like whenever there's a new kind of guy that you notice in public.
Oh, to bring him up on here?
Yes.
Yeah.
And then how I was saying, and then I previously talked about how, so this is me recapping an
go
episode we
ahead and
did like
recap
4
for me.
episodes ago. This was, then I talked about the guy on the airplane who's trying to set up cellular on his iPad.
Oh, he was a new type of guy.
He was a new type of guy that dropped. Yes.
Yeah, I remember that now.
New guy just dropped. Motherfucker named Luigi who shoots a CEO. That's a new guy.
Cool guy, though.
Cool guy, though.
Evidently, I'm going to be a terrorist, though, for saying he's a cool guy.
Yo, guys, what's up? This is not your average terrorist. We do terrorism shit here.
No, he seems like a cool guy, though. Clint. Cool guy.
I appreciate that you've at least not hand fiddling with something and instead you're just fucking with your socks. I want you to know that I appreciate that. Is it incredibly distracting? Yes. But I'll have to suck it up because at least it won't be right into the microphone.
What else did I tell you to tell me to talk about?
That's it. You're like, tell me to talk about my car being old and Jacksepticeye. And I was like, okay. Kumbaya, my lord. Have you seen Moana 2?
No, but I heard it's grossing really well, but all the people I've talked to were like, yeah, it was fine.
Yeah, it's like not great.
But didn't it break some box office records?
I know it's doing well, but it's not great.
Maybe I gotta go see it.
It's not.
Seems like a movie that's right up my alley.
Did you like the first Moana?
Mm-hmm.
How would you rate the first Moana?
8 out of 10.
Okay, this is going to be like a 6 out of 10 for you.
Okay.
Like, it's still better than 50.
Yeah.
But it's weaker.
Yeah, no doubt.
They have a post-credit scene in it. Yeah, I didn't even know that until I was watching a YouTube video that was like analyzing the post-credit scene and what that means for the Moana-verse. I was like, what? The Moana-verse? Are they interconnecting them and Frozen?
I was gonna say, oh.
It's just setting up a sequel.
Oh.
Yeah.
Another one?
A third one with the same villain. Can I spoil Moana 2 for you?
No.
Okay. You don't see the villain, but in the post-credit scene, it's like the villain. And he's like, here's going to be my crew of bad guys to take down Moana.
Wait, you don't see the villain in the movie?
He's just like a vibe. I can't explain this to you without it being spoilers. You don't actually see him but like you see his shit. You see his vibes, but you don't see him. But then you do see him
Kinda
in the
like
fucking
Thanos.
post-credit scene. Arguably, yes. If you count Thanos as the villain of Avengers 1,
Right. Yeah.
then sure.
Okay.
And then that's why in the post-credit scene of Avengers 1, he says, fine, I'll do it myself.
Yeah.
So it's all connected. It is ridiculous. It's like a mid-movie. It definitely was. It's kind of clear that it was, because apparently it was like originally supposed to be a multi-part TV show on Disney Plus. So then they were like, movie. And you can kind of
very
feel
obvious that
it.
it's like segmented into parts.
Yeah, but like, it's also a lot of stuff they do of like, here's our cast of characters. Oh, look, it's this guy. Oh, and this guy. And this guy. And they're joining us on a boat trip. They're going to be the characters. But like, I couldn't tell you a single one of their names. And I think I even couldn't tell you that right after coming out of the movie. Phase up. But like none of those characters get anything. Like, no, they each had like kind of character arcs, but it was like the weakest one ever. Like, it was like one guy is obsessed with, what's his name? Maui? Is that his name? You call so many Samoan things Maui, and then it's like, what is a Maui? There's one guy who's just like a fanboy of Maui, and then in the end, his character arc is like, I won't be just a fanboy. I will be helpful. It's like, great, man. That's cool.
That's okay. A great evolution.
Yeah.
Yeah, I usually make the same evolution at the end of 1 2-minute thought.
What does that mean?
Like in the time that 2 minutes of thinking could happen, you can make that same jump.
Oh, yeah.
You don't need to have a whole 120
Yeah,
minute
and
movie.
for that, it's great to stretch it out over the course of an hour and a half movie.
Yeah. At least it's an hour and a half. You know what I mean?
Also, like the secondary villain, you know how like there's like Crab, who's like the secondary villain, I guess the first, but like not the main one in the first Moana. And he's like kind of a vibe. This one, she's kind of mid. They just set her up as a character for the fucking sequel.
Oh.
It's so weak.
The crab from the first one was a pretty iconic dude.
The crab was great. Everyone liked the crab. He was a
Shiny.
character.
Yeah.
It's shiny.
Low-key, that was on the radio. Like, that was on like the radio.
It was a good mix of comedy and an actual
And
villain
and
something you could identify with, which was good because, like, I don't remember, like, the actual evil Tafiti, whatever her name was. Like, I feel like you didn't see her being, like, the mad mode.
Yeah.
You just saw her, like, you felt the vibes, and then she was like, yo, what's up? I'm happy now. But, like, the only villain you got was the crab. But in this, it's just, like, a lady who's, like, kind of a bat. Weak.
Spoiled.
Yeah. This is things you would see, like, 15 minutes in. It was also, it started off the exact same way as, like, every other Disney sequel, which is like, oh, yes, you know what?
Like,
you did get the MacGuffin in the last movie, and that solved everything, but kind of didn't.
Yeah.
Like, you actually kind of fucked up something by doing that.
Right.
It's not like there's new anything. You just, like, didn't fully
Fix
do it because there's more lore.
Right.
Like, literally, you know how, like, the first one ends and they're like, great, we can venture off now and meet more people. The second one starts and they're like, there's no one. And you're like, cool. That's great. No, that's sick. So that's like a great climax to the previous one then.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Is it worth? I haven't seen.
I should huck that metal water bottle at your skull.
I hadn't even finished my sentence yet.
Have you seen what?
I haven't seen.
The Princess and the Frog? It's pretty
I
good.
started Avengers at Age of Ultron. I haven't seen any of the movies leading up to that. I've been seeing Iron Man 1, 2, 3, Avengers 1, Captain America, any of the Hulks.
I want to make fun of you. I really do. But with the current state of the MCU and with also the fact that like Age of Ultron was the first one that I went to and then from then on was hooked in, I can't make fun of you, but I really want to. I really, really do.
But I keep on seeing Iron Man 2 and Iron Man 1 YouTube shorts.
Iron Man 2, everyone hates on it.
Why?
I think it was kind of good.
The clips look incredible.
It's like, it's kind of campy, but it's fun.
Should I watch Iron Man 1, 2, 3? I have a plane ride.
Okay, I would say if you're going to watch the movies, do it in like...
I ain't doing no chronological order bullshit. I'm either going to get all of my... Does it...
So the one thing is just that...
Does Iron Man 1, 2, and 3 tie into any other movies? I hate that they did that shit. I just want to watch same franchise.
Iron Man 3 is largely... A huge plot point is him having PTSD from the Avengers. Can I spoil the Avengers for you?
Gay? Just go to the VA.
And the Avengers, it ends with him like flying a nuke into outer space through a portal and then almost dying on the way back. And then he's also like getting vibes about like how Thanos is coming or whatever. And so like it freaks him the fuck out. And so him having PTSD is a big plot point in the third one.
Okay, I remember that from the video I watched before going into Age of Ultron.
Right. Great. Happy for you.
Simpler times. You didn't have to watch 27 different movies.
If you're gonna look,
which movie is the Senate hearing where he hijacks the TVs?
That's the second one. And that's cool.
That's a badass
That's a
scene.
great scene.
That's a badass scene.
It is great. Like, that's super cool. And also, Sam Rockwell's in that one. And he's super campy as, like, the Army Hammer and whatever. But it's kind of fun. Like,
it's such a badass scene. Like, I see clips of that maybe twice a day.
I think, look, if you want to go for the Iron Man stretch, you go for Iron Man. You go for Iron Man 2. You kind of got to do Avengers. He's the main character in Avengers anyway. Yeah. And then you can do Iron Man 3.
Okay.
Thor? No. Captain America? First one? Okay. Winter Soldier.
Is that the order?
Yeah. Well, Winter Soldier's after Avengers. But like you don't need to rewatch it if you watch it for Iron Man. And also I think do the Iron Man ones first for good vibes. Winter Soldier, though, that's a good-ass fucking movie. Because that's like spies and shit. And then you don't need to watch the Hulk.
What? But I thought the Thor movies were good.
The first two?
What are the first two movies?
The first one is fine.
What is it called?
Thor.
What's the second one called?
Thor: The Dark World.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Second one, not so much.
But then it's Thor Ragnarok.
Yeah.
I've seen that one.
And people really liked Thor Ragnarok because it was nothing like the first two Thors.
Oh, really? Is that why?
Yes, yes. That's 100%.
Thank God.
The second Thor is like one of the worst rated Marvel movies of all time.
Really? Is it just like poor plot or what?
It's like about a bunch of dark elves invading the Earth who like want the Reality Stone, which is imbued in Natalie Portman. But it goes on for so long.
Is it a really long movie?
I think it just felt long.
Oh.
When I was doing my first watch through of all of them, I got to that one and I was like, I'm bored. Like, I didn't feel that with any of the others.
Yeah.
But I was like, Thor 2 is boring. So, like,
I just want to watch. It's kind of like how I watched Venom. Where just because I knew one of the scene was coming up, I was excited about the movie. Like
that's fair.
I'm just excited for Iron Man 2 to watch.
Iron Man 2 is good. Everyone shits on it. It's good.
Okay.
The main villain's a little weak, but Sam Rockwell as second villain, he's cool. I think it's good.
I think it's interesting that Ultron was our first big villain that we saw in theaters.
Man, I don't care. I don't know.
Right? That was our first. How old were we?
What? Hold on. What's your claim here? You
That
think it's weird that?
No, I think it's
Ultron-
interesting. Just I'm trying to remember what were the first big because all the movies that I'd watched up until then, there were no real big villains. Because I was mostly watching kids movies.
Yeah, there were.
Like what?
Who's the green guy in Cars?
Chick Hicks
Yeah.
is not a villain. The struggle is with
He
himself.
obviously is a villain.
No, the struggle is with himself as he struggles to find who he.
Okay, there definitely were kids movies with
huge villains.
What do you mean huge villains?
Like Ultron was like a big dude, like a big, angry, scary guy.
So was arguably Jafar or Gaston.
But those
I'm trying
guys,
to
they
name kids
want
movies.
to take your girl. Like this guy wants to ruin the world.
No, he wanted to restart the world with machines. There was a guy in Frozen. He was an asshole.
But what year did Ultron come out? 2012?
No. Avengers 1 was 2012. Frozen was third grade. And then I think Ultron was like 2015. So it would have been like fourth, fifth
We were
grade.
like 10.
Yeah. But who else? Lord Business. That's a big bad villain.
That movie is really good. Like that movie stands the test of time.
It does.
So that and Lego Batman.
Yeah.
The humor in that is pretty unmatched.
I have not rewatched the second Lego movie.
Oh no. But you've rewatched the first one.
Yes. Yes. And I've rewatched Lego Batman.
Oh my god. I told you about my Lego Batman obsession.
No.
Really?
No.
I own Lego Batman on 6 different platforms. I love Lego Batman so much. I love Lego Batman more than is reasonably healthy. I own it on Amazon Prime, Apple TV, DVD, DVD Special Edition, Blu-ray Special Edition, and Collector's Edition with minifigures.
I think this is just a near plot by plot remake of the Thanksgiving episode we did. Because that one also ended with you being like, dude, Cars, I own all that shit.
I just have a mild to severe case of autism in which I really like.
You haven't even taken RADS. Don't fib yourself.
What is RADS?
It's like the autism test.
Oh no, I'm not doing that crap. Do you think I actually have it? No, get out of here.
Instead, I'm just ableist.
Because I have a disability.
That doesn't
so I
translate.
Can be ableist
that
to
doesn't
everybody.
translate. That doesn't translate.
It does.
No, it doesn't.
It does.
No, it doesn't. If you were to say someone was a gimp, perhaps.
What is that?
See, you just don't know anything.
I just don't.
You don't know Jon Snow. How about that? You know nothing, Jon Snow. That's the quote. Remember when you...
Hunger Games?
Huh?
Is that Hunger Games?
What are you doing?
Who is Jon Snow?
Do you need like a breathalyzer or something?
Who is Jon Snow?
Jon Snow. I'm not helping you. No phone. No phone. God, you're such a buzzkill. This has been you've just been like, you didn't know Clint Eastwood.
Oh, I've never watched Game of Thrones.
Yeah, I know, but I could still tell you that Jon Snow is in Game of Thrones.
I've never even interacted with Game of Thrones.
That's like saying, no, you lied. In 8th grade, you were like, yeah, I read the whole Wikipedia article about.
Oh yeah, I've read the whole Wikipedia article.
then you should know his fucking name is Jon Snow.
But like, did they bring that up often in the Wikipedia article? No.
He's like the main character of the show.
Oh, is he?
Yes.
They probably just call him John.
I think after the first season. First season was Ned Stark. And then they kill him. They fuck you. And then everyone's like, whoa. And then they don't do anything cool for like multiple seasons later. Or are you holding a bubble? You got the hiccups, brother?
No.
I'm tired. When I wake up, while I'm fucked up, I'm the real me. While I'm asleep, I'm the real me. Dude, I had a dream the other night. You shouldn't have to be listening to me tell you about my dreams because it's not like you sleep with me. But like, you know, here's a dream. Because no one wants to hear about other people's fucking dreams.
You're correct.
Just no one cares. But mine was kind of funny because I'll give you the main plot point.
Okay.
I was having a horrible time because my stomach was hurting from holiday food. And it kept like bringing me.
You also named Madeline French?
It kept bringing me in and out of the dream because I slept with a huge stomach ache. And so I was like, oh God, like I can't go through this anymore. Did she also
Maddie French ass story?
Did she also?
My stomach hurts, and in my dream, my stomach also hurts.
No, it was truly an awful experience. I was going in and out of consciousness, being like, "Oh, stomach upset," and then I was also going to go to another family Christmas afterwards. So I was like, "Fuck me, I don't want to eat anything more."
For the holidays, we went to 4 Christmas parties in 4 nights, all of which had
It was like a mini Hanukkah.
All of which had either beef tenderloin or prime rib. I ate 4 thick slices of either prime rib or beef tenderloin every night.
That's crazy.
My sodium, cholesterol, triglycerols, and fuckawitterols are through the roof.
I had 1 slice last night.
Of prime rib?
Of prime rib.
Isn't it good though? Mr. French makes a good prime rib.
Well, I'm happy for her, but it's not the shit I had. But I'm also just not like I don't know.
I love prime rib.
Yeah, cool, man.
I just love red meat. Every day, I wish I could have red meat.
You are such a 20-year-old.
What do you mean?
You're such a young guy in his 20s.
Why?
Ugh, dude, I worked on my car, but like I used some of my knowledge. And like fucking roommates and whatever. And dude, I just love red meat and working out. Went to the gym the other day, just piping my sodium intake, all these drugs and shit. Great. Drugs and shit, as in I couldn't think of the word for
creatine?
No. What cholesterol and albuterol and whatever the other ones you were saying was.
Oh. I don't take creatine.
You just drinking
but
straight
dude, there's no red meat at Harvard. They never have red meat. Never.
What are you talking about? At Harvard?
I've never gotten served a steak in my life.
I feel like there's some like
but remember,
odd
you were
meat
there
when I was there.
You were there and we had prime rib.
Yeah.
Or no, we didn't have prime rib. We had like sliced tenderloin or something like that.
Something like that.
So good. We never get that. We get it once a semester.
You have a kitchen in your dorm.
But then I have to buy it, and I ain't buying shit, dude.
Yeah.
It's got to be like the eggs that I get, I make sure I get them when they're on sale. So they're probably bad eggs, like bird flu ass eggs. Like the milk, you can get it cheaper if it's about to expire.
That's crazy.
And I only buy Cheerios when it's buy one, get one on every 3rd Wednesday of the month.
That's so weird. I stand by, you're actually just such a 20-year-old. Yeah, I just starve myself and get bulks of food whenever it's on sale.
Yeah, like mostly my fridge is just shit I take over the dining hall.
So then why, but if you want the red meat so much, Why don't you marry her?
I can't afford my cravings for red meat.
How much is a red meat?
Very expensive. Like good cut of steak. You gotta get butter and you gotta get.
Okay, how much is a steak?
Probably like $10.
Yeah, but you being you would pay $10 for a good prime rib.
I'd pay way more than that for a good prime rib.
Exactly.
But
so then what's the issue here?
I want it like my deep and like my unsatiated craving for red meat is every day. I would want it every day. Like whenever Harvard Sailing takes us out to dinner, because I know it's not my money, I go, give me a T-bone. Give me a fat steak. And I get. I love red meat so much. I like it. It hurts my heart to think about the fact that I have to go back in a month and I won't be able to have red meat for another 2 months.
You fucking could if you just bought it yourself. Don't say you're not able to. You are functionally able to.
Dude, it's so expensive.
I am going to go get red meat for myself and then brag to you about, hey, look,
Do you have a single?
I have an apartment.
You leased an apartment?
Correct.
With who?
Myself.
Wow, how?
It was someone else in Emerson who was moving in with like a friend of theirs who just came into town and they needed to sublet it for the remaining 6 months of their lease. And so I just...
How much a month?
I'm gonna cut this, but I think... Bro, the prices were like for most of them. Or higher. Yeah.
Motherfucker.
Well, they didn't have any singles for me. I emailed them and I was like, can I have a single? In more official speak. I was like, can I have a single, accommodations, whatever. They're like, yeah, we want to, but like there are no singles available.
Will they get you a single next year?
We'll see. Hopefully, but
Are you gonna be willing to have apartment roommates?
I think as long as I can have my own room.
Well, it's generally how it is with apartments.
Yeah, then yeah. But this is like a studio.
Where is it?
It's like right up the street from Emerson. Do you know?
Yeah. Oh, okay.
I shouldn't say that publicly. I'll cut that out.
Okay.
Or just censor it. But yeah, it's like pretty close. What? I mean, there's like the lease agreement somewhere on the ground here. I should say. Oh, I think I see it. It's right over there if you want to read it. I'll have to censor out the whole thing, but... Yeah, dude. Because I need a single. That's what I realized, is I need a space by myself.
Why?
Brother, I was so exhausted from that trip.
What was wrong with it?
Nothing, but it was... I just got so drained socially. Like, I felt like I was in a fugue state for like 4 days afterwards.
You're such a pussy.
It's just my brain, dude.
Okay.
Like, what do you need from me?
All right, cuzzo. So I guess... Ow, fuck me.
What? What the hell
I just
did you
pinched...
do?
I did this and pinched my...
You deserve that.
So I guess we will be doing the shit at your place.
Yeah. Yeah, I want to have it set up so that I can do... While streaming, I could like switch it so that I'm on the couch or like in the kitchen and whatever. This is like, I can probably show you some photos. I won't do this on here, but I'll show you some photos of that I've gotten of what the place looks like. Yeah, it's a little studio with a loft bed and then maybe a balcony. I'm not sure. No dishwasher, but a fridge and bathroom. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. No, sure, it could be good.
Very interesting.
No, just
Are
because
you excited to be going back or no?
Let's save this for a separate episode.
Okay.
I feel like we could do our like biannual
Review
of the past semester.
Okay.
Or I guess triannual, since we also did like a review of the summer. But like, whatever.
Semester in review.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
we can save that for the next one.
Okay.
But whatever. It's a whole thing. It's a whole shit in a caboodle and a whatever in a hoodle. It's funny. It's the whole thing. The main process of it has been like bringing up to my mom. Like she was really wondering, like, because I was like, I need a desk for my computer. She's like, what are you gonna do for a desk? Like a desk is gonna be so expensive. I was like, I don't know, Facebook Marketplace. She was like, oh, I hadn't thought of that. And then like she comes back to me 3 days later and she's like, okay, I found these 10 options for desks on Facebook Marketplace that we can like probably do. And like this guy and this guy and this guy and this guy. And like, these are your options. I'm like, cool. Great.
Are you driving up there again?
Driving up? Yeah.
In the van?
In a rental.
A van?
A van, probably. Not like a van, probably like a minivan. Itchy ear. Itchy head. What?
Can I give you shit?
We'll have to see how much things are fitting.
Okay. You should text me.
What do you mean you should? No, I'm not going to fucking text. You text me. What do you mean I should text? It's not my burden to carry your stuff.
No, you should text me if you have space.
Oh, well, we won't be able to know until like a day or two before I leave.
I know.
Okay, cool.
Like, it would be like literally if you just have space.
I doubt I can. I really doubt I can. But I want to see if I can bring the wailord.
Do not.
I'm not going to have to bring a mini fridge.
Do not.
Wait. I'm not going to have to bring a mini fridge. So that's like a good bit of room. Look at how big that mini fridge is.
Do not.
That's like 75% of a wailord.
Do not.
That would be so fucking awesome.
It would not.
Why not?
It would not be awesome.
Why?
Because do you know how small your space is?
It's not
It's small.
that small.
No, it's small. You just told me it's a loft apartment. Do you know what loft means? Loft means we didn't have room to fit this on the fucking floor, so we put it in the fucking air.
Well, yeah, but that way you can still have like a TV and a couch.
Yeah. Your room is going to be like yay big. This big.
I don't know.
Yes.
I like how you start making generalizing statements as if you've seen it, whereas you haven't.
No, but you're getting a Boston apartment for. I mean,
I'll have to
censor.
cut that. But
You're not getting cushy. It's not. I guarantee your apartment will be smaller than what I'm in.
no.
Yes. Yes.
Factually, no. I think maybe.
How many square feet is it?
I don't know. Why are you asking me these things?
I'm asking.
I don't know.
Mine is 650 square feet.
Okay, cool.
I'm telling you, you gotta think small.
Nah, I could bring that.
You cannot bring
I definitely could. Dude, I could just sleep with him. My mom's trying to get me a queen bed. I was like, I don't need a queen
Mom's
bed.
crazy.
And then she's like, it's only a small price difference. It was like $30 more for a mattress. Like, okay. I could sleep with him.
Do not bring the wailord.
Why not? It would be so great. You're just trying to get me to not so that you'll have space to bring your things.
My things are small. My thing is like a shoebox.
Oh, I could bring a shoebox.
Yeah.
Boop, 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 boop. I could bring a shoebox. But I could also bring a wailord. Consider the following. It'll be sick if I have them up there in Boston. Won't it? Be so fucking for real with me right now.
Because you're going to bring it home in 4 months anyways.
And? So I'll be with him for 4 months. You're the kind of guy who would never get a pet. Because you'd be like, what? I just have to fucking manage it.
Correct.
I just have to move it around and like empty its shit. And like, what would it do for me?
Correct.
Like me?
Correct.
But then you go and you have your cats and you're like, oh my God, kitties, kitties.
Because I don't have to care for them. Literally, I do nothing.
Yes, but it's worth it to some people, motherfucker.
Yeah, but your wailord.
It's a value assessment. So there's no point. I'm not even hearing you out. You're just hatering. You're haterating for the sake of haterating. Of course, you're never gonna get it. You're never gonna get it. So what's the point?
Mom, that phase.
It's not a phase.
That
It's quite
phase.
literally not a phase with the wailord. Because I've been eyeing that thing for 4 years. Still, a year later, you're still fucking doubting my wailord purchase. A year on. What are you doing? You're still being a hater. Even though it's paid me back twice and tenfold.
No, it hasn't.
Yes, it has.
It has not paid you. Ejaculated shit.
I got an ouchie on my finger. I think probably from a nail clipping. But what it has done is it's made me happy.
Okay.
And you know what? For that, it's worth. It's so worth. Because he's so fucking big and he's so fucking massive and you're just... I'm going to go get him.
No.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
No.
Goodbye.
No.
Podcast is over.
No.
The podcast is over.
Don't you dare fucking...
I've got to do it. That's too big.
God.
That's too big. That is a couch. That's too big.
No, he's great.
That's too big.
I think I accidentally hit a sound effect button on the soundboard. No, he's perfect size.
That's too big.
He's great for loving.
That's as big as your couch.
I love him.
Unless you're going to sit in him to watch TV.
No, but I could use him as an ottoman. There's enough room for an ottoman there. There is. I've seen the photos. You haven't. Who's seen the photos? Who's seen the photos? Look at him, dude. He's so cool. God, I love him so much. He's so big. He's so big. Oh, I love him.
Clip that.
Oh, I love him. What are you doing? You're just being a hater. I love my wailord. I'll love him till the day I drop. I love my wailord. How are you struggling to stop the recording that much?
I said something to the camera.
Ah, yes, the camera whose microphone we will be using.
No, I didn't. I mouthed.
I love him. Dude, he's so great. Not even a bit, in no sense of it. I actually fucking love him so goddamn much. I think this is the best purchase I've made in the past year. Dude, he's so cool. I love him.